Oh, I feel like looking an angel under that. So I just went for a walk. It's just a short story. I went for a walk just now. My hair was just, it looked like, it was just hair going in every which direction. Don't get scared of the noises. It's going to be all right. You're going to be fine, just fine. And I had these glasses on with my jacket. I was like, I was walking. I'm listening to Sebastian Maniscalco audiobook. I'm like, yeah, I'm Sebastian. What are you gonna do? You know? Yeah. Oh. And these people, this couple is walking their dog. And this is what social anxiety does for you. They were like laughing about something, and I was like, oh no. They're looking at me. I'm like, oh boy. And it was like they were on the sidewalk, and I had to pass them. And I was like, oh no. Oh. And like I felt like we were like walking in unison at one point, and that just makes me very uncomfortable. I gotta say. I mean, if I'm gonna admit to it, if I'm just gonna tell the truth of how I felt, I was like, oh. But I just kept walking like I was cool. Listening to Sebastian. But the first thought that came up in my head, I guess, if the moral of the story is, let's say they were laughing at me, and this is called the downward arrow technique, which I learned from Dr. David Burns. So it's called the downward arrow technique, which is like, I went for a walk, let's say I think these people might have laughed at me, and that bothers me, right? And then you ask yourself, okay, if that's true, that they did laugh at you, why does that bother you? And then I would be like, it bothers me because they probably thought I was a weirdo or like a loser or something. And then it would be like, okay, if they thought I was a weirdo or a loser, why would that bother me? And then I would answer, let's see, if they thought I was a weirdo or a loser, why would that bother me? Because you're trying to get down to the bottom belief that's causing the upset. If they thought I was a weirdo or a loser, then I guess other people might think I was a weirdo or a loser. And then, yeah, it would be like they would think negatively of me. And then why would that bother me? Why would it bother me for people to think negatively of me? I don't know. It's hard though, you know, because you try to dig down to the bottom base level belief. So it's like, why would that bother me if they thought that I was a loser? If they thought I was a loser, what would that mean? I guess maybe that's another way to spin it around. What would that mean if they thought that? It would mean that I was a weirdo or a loser. Okay, so basically I would make the connection that if someone thinks something about me that's negative, then that negative thing might be true about me, even though they don't know me or anything about me. And the likelihood is that they're not thinking anything about me. But we tend to be selfish, and we think more about ourselves than others, and we think that they're looking at us and they're thinking things. Meanwhile, they're probably like, oh, what do I look like? You know? So that's a little version of the downward arrow technique, which is basically to get down to the bottom level negative belief that's causing the upset. And that's the You Never Know Matt Show.